In this tutorial, we will show how to create components that can significantly save time during the design process. Components are reusable elements that allow you to avoid recreating the same element multiple times. By using them, modifications also become easier, since updating a component automatically applies the changes to every design where it is used. Let's get started. To create a component, select the desired element and click the Create Component button. After clicking the button, the main component view will appear, where you can edit the component. The states and styles defined here form the foundation of the component. Instances are created from this main component, which you can later reuse freely across different layouts. A component has a main root element that contains the widgets inside it. This root element serves to identify the component, define its area, and act as a container that holds the entire structure of the component together. This is also where you can name your component. When creating a component in SquareLine Vision, you may encounter two different size settings on the root object. The component size is the actual size of the component within the component definition. It determines the internal area of the component, and the elements inside it are positioned relative to this space. The creation size defines the size of the component when you create a new instance of it on the canvas. The component's root size determines how the elements and styles inside it are displayed. For example, if you add an outline or shadow style to a button, it is recommended to set the component's root size so that these visual elements remain fully visible and are not clipped at the component's boundaries. Predefined global styles can only be assigned to a specific widget within the component. In the instances of the component, these styles cannot be modified directly. You can only override the styles that were set within the component. States can also only be added to a specific element within the component editor. In the simulator, or in component instances, you cannot create or modify states. You can only select which state should be active for a given instance. To save, click the Save Component button, which also navigates you back to the simulator view. A component instance will then appear on the screen, marked in purple in the hierarchy panel, making it easy to distinguish from regular widgets. You can also add a component instance from the Components panel to your layout. Simply drag and drop it onto the desired screen. To access the main component, click on its root element, then click the Go to Main Component button, which will take you back to the component editor view. Component instances placed on screens inherit all the properties defined within the component. This means that any changes made to the main component are automatically applied to all instances across the project. This makes it easy to maintain consistency and uniformity in your designs. There may be situations where you want a component instance to look different or not include all the elements of the main component. For example, in the case of a button, you might need a different label for different actions, a different icon, or even no icon at all. When you override or add properties to a component instance, the labels of the affected values are highlighted in purple for distinction. These modified or newly added properties apply only to that specific instance, while the main component and other instances remain unchanged. You can revert changes at any time. If you want to use the default settings again, the Reset Change option allows you to easily return to the original styles of the main component. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to get notified about new ones.